Okay, folks. You know what that means. I get on the mic. That means it's about time to rock. So I'm going to switch the old button over to the cam right now. Hi. Hello. 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 I'm a little discombobulated. I'm doing this a little earlier today. We are changing up the flow of our streams and how everything is going. And I maybe am not mentally 100% there yet for just jumping in on this and setting up a different live stream than the one that we're all pivoting off of, you know, with the old lockdown system. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get it. But first, I'm gonna say hello. Hi. How's it going? Welcome to Be Drummin. The theme this week, there is one, believe it or not. The theme this week is harmonics bands. Harmonix, obviously the maker of Rock Band, the game we play most often in these streams. And they have contributed, the devs over the years, many, many songs to the game. And I thought it would be fun to do a playlist that was all, it's not all. I'm not saying it's all encompassing. There might be some I missed. Some of those bands came around after I left. I don't know. I'm just saying these are the ones I was able to easily identify, point at them, and go, yes, that's a harmonics band. So, with that in mind, one more thing here. I will just get out of the way at the top. As part of this, you may be wondering, am I going to try playing Lightning Bolt's Dream Genie during this? And the answer is maybe. So, I'm going to try it. I have it at the end of this playlist. That's something to look forward to. There's a decent chance I will be really worn out and hot by the end of this, and that is not a song you can play well in the best of circumstances, let alone that situation. So we'll see how I feel. There's a chance I might tap out before I get to that one. But it is on the playlist. There is a chance we could end up playing it tonight. And as a result, I'm going to leave it on there, and I'm going to hope for the best. Even if I do get to it, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to fuck up huge portions of that song. It is going to sound like garbage. But I feel like I have to get over that hurdle eventually. I have to get over that hump and say, we need to do this, even if it's bad. So I think we're going to try for it. But for now, I'm going to hit this button, and then I'm going to switch over to the gameplay. Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to clue you in right now on what the first song is. It's an old favorite. That's right, Freezepop, folks. Freezepop. Can you hear the game audio? Can you hear me switching back and forth on the menu? As long as you can hear this, yum, 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 yum. Good, good, good. All right, then. Then I'm going to hit the button, and here we go. Let's rock. Also, the camera flickering thing, I don't know what that is. I will look into that later. I did not have time to try and fix that. It will happen from time to time, so just be ready for it.
kick-ass. We're dancing like we've never danced before. Music is loud, the kids are so young. Sticky. They're lined up at the keg of PBR. We're yelling conversations. Through the floor you hear the keyboards and guitar. I'm getting kind of antsy. I just came up here to get some air. This isn't where the music's at. I guess I'm going back down there. The basement scene is hot and sweaty. Bodies packed from wall to wall. The band are tearing through their set. The encore is the best of all. Let's keep this party going, yo. We've got nowhere else to be. Someone yells, let's talk more rock. Mostly unironically.
And there we go. Freezepop. They've been a part of the Harmonix family of games for a very long time, going all the way back to the frequency and amplitude days. Ryan Davis was a huge fan of Freezepop, and I think was actually the first person to ever play Freezepop for me before I had ever played one of those games. I'm spilling water all over myself. Fantastic. At least it feels nice and cool. It's not so bad. It's just a little water. Whatever. Anywho, Freezepop, as you may or may not know, is the project. One of the people in Freezepop is Casson Trucker, who worked at Harmonix. He was a lead on the Dance Central games, on Frequency, on Amplitude. He'd been there forever. I don't think he's still there. Most of the people and the bands that I will be playing tonight are probably not still at the studio. A few of them are, but most of them are not. Nonetheless, but Casson also had another project he was doing called Symbion Project, and they also have some music in this game, like this next song. Snuck that gold star in right at the end. Right at the end. Last possible note. Fantastic. Whew. Those electronic ones. Fuck off. As I said, that was another Cass and Crooker project. Whew. I will do my best to remember the names of everyone who was in these bands. Keep in mind, I worked at Harmonix 10 years ago. March 2010 is when I left that company. I don't remember what departments everyone worked in. I don't remember who was in what band necessarily. I've done my best to look it up, make sure I have the information correct. But I cannot guarantee that I have it right in every case. But that said, this next one I do know. Here we go. We'll talk about it after. Stuck it in at the end. That band is the Konks. The Konks are a band that featured one Kurt Davis. Kurt Davis was the front desk man during my entire tenure at Harmonix. And I want you to understand that I mean this as the absolute utmost compliment that Kurt Davis is one of the great salty bastards I have ever met in my life. A true salt of the earth type, a genuine man, one of my favorite people I've ever worked with. He was in a band called Bullet La Volta for a number of years, but then he went on to form the Konks. I don't know what Kurt's up to these days, but Kurt was a good man. Is a good man. Anywho, let's get back to the rock. Whew. That was an easy one. This next one won't be. It won't be. Here we go. So shout out to Malika Sundaramurthy and the folks in Abnormality who are still together. They put out an album last year? I think last year. Still around. I tried to space out the real tough ones throughout the set on account of, well, you know, I'd burn out at a certain point. Some of these harmonic songs are real fucked, man. It is what it is. We gotta play them. We're here. This next one's a little more chill. It's not as over the top, wild. Here we go. Here we go.
By the window, wondering where did you go? Cool, sleep that off. Took the pictures off the
Yes, folks, it's true. A member of the Mighty Mighty Bosstones did, in fact, once work at Harmonix. I am, of course, speaking of Ben Carr, dancer for the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. And again, genuinely, one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. You'd think a man who ska dances for a living would be pleasant, but you have no idea. The pleasantness ratings of Ben Carr are, frankly, off the damn charts. Bless him, wherever he may be. Hopefully he's dancing around, socially distanced from everyone. Whew! Okay. Let's keep it moving. I'm gonna do like 5 more and I'm gonna take a little break. I don't remember what's next. Let's find out. Okay. I remember Count Zero primarily from whichever of the Guitar Hero games they were in, 1 or 2. I think the main guy from that band, who was a guy named Peter Moore, not that Peter Moore, had either left the company or I don't know if I ever met him. I don't know if I ever met him. But a guy I did meet, Izzy Maxwell, who worked at Harmonix, I think also was in that band at one time or another. And he was also, I think, in this next band, or at least for a time, with another guy named Jeff Pitch. I don't know, but I really like playing the song. I know that. Like I said, some memory of some of these is kind of fuzzy, but here we go. That is still one of my favorite songs to play from Rock Band 1. I think there are more harmonics people in that band than I gave credit for. The problem is I cannot find an accurate list of roster members for this band anywhere on the internet. So let this be a lesson to you folks out there. If you have a band, even if it's a band that has disbanded long ago, try and keep an accurate list of who was in your band somewhere on the internet, just so if people want to look it up, they can know. It's just a nice thing. It's just a good thing to have, you know? Anyway, let's play a few more, and then I'll take a quick breather. Say like 3 more. This next one, hang on, let me pull up my sheet. This next one, I believe, comes after my time, but Jeff Pitch is also in this band, or was at least at one time, and a guy named Dan Brakely. The band is called Father Octopus.
He had a great job, sweet wife, smart kids, he had a good life. Slow to anger and a loyal friend, he will last forever, a gentleman. And then it ended so quickly like it never begun. And when he opened his eyes, he didn't see it coming. It took eternity to lose my purity, but when it finally happened, it happened so easily. And it may be a story to you, but it bores me to tears and everything. And when I stare at the light, my eyes blister and sting. And when it shrinks to a dot, I will see everything. And no one believes it when it's over. But I'm left here in the aftermath, wretched and torn. I get lost in the past. Sometimes it's hard to move on. Little in memory, little I share, little I listen, how little I care. You may have prayed to God for everything you cherish today. Remember when He giveth, He also taketh away. And no one believes it when it's over. But you're left here.
pedals got a little loose there by the end of that one. Ah, no biggie. Whew. There's lots of interesting trivia, I think, about these bands coming into the chat. I will check them as soon as I take a break. Right now, I just want to keep powering through. Next couple of songs. This next one is a little bit of a super group. There are a few of these that have formed over the years within the bowels of harmonics. This band includes Greg LaPiccolo, Eric Brocious, Paul Gallo, and I think Dave Plant, who was also worked there. I think he also worked there. I believe, I don't know if they were ever a band past this song in this game, but here we go.
Name the time, name the place. Put on a good dress. Treat me to your kin. Alongside the darkness. All the tricks we know. To slip the dead hand. Gentle shall we go into the bad
That's a good song. That is a good song, and so is this next one, the last one I'm going to play before we take a little break. Another band that featured two members of that band from much earlier in their lives and careers, Greg Piccolo and Eric Brocious. The band is called Tribe.
Into each other.
And then it ends. Eric Brocious, for those who don't know, also used to work at Looking Glass Studios, along with a number of early Harmonix staffers. There's like a weird amount of Looking Glass Harmonix transfer. Mike Dornbrook, who I saw someone mention in the chat, also worked there. He was, yet again, one of the nicest people I've ever known in my life. Well, let's see if we've got any questions in the chat. I see one right here. Steel Knight 2000 asking, how did Harmonix get all these musicians to work for them? Did you have to be in a band to get a job there? No, not at all. There are totally people that worked there that were not in bands, did not play music necessarily. It's just, fostered a culture. It's the people who did found the studio were into music enough, and the types of games they were making were music related by and large. So I think that just kind of naturally drew people in there. And there was, a vibrant crossover between, I think, the music scene of Boston and some of its, like, I don't know how to describe this other than say, like, nerdier subcultures, Like, I think that, like, as my musicians ended up working at Harmonix, there were roughly as many Rhode Island School of Design graduates that went there, too, because of the proximity. They just happened to intermingle with one another. So, it's just the culture they fostered there. And, I didn't really play music at all during my time there. I would occasionally go around and fuck around in the basement of the office where they had some rehearsal spaces, but I was never in a band during that time. I just had a history. This is unrelated, but Dr. Fat32 asking, as a drummer, are you worried about your hearing? That ship sailed a long time ago. I wear earplugs now. I don't play shows unless I have earplugs in. But back in the day, I was not nearly as severe about that. And let's just say I don't hear as well as I used to. I can still hear most things. I'm fine for the most part. But it's a little turned down. So I have to turn things up. Pac-Mantis asking, do you still know people at Harmonix? And if so, can you get them to fix the Rock Band Blitz server? I do, and let me just tell you right now, even if I were to go to them, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that ship has probably sailed. I'm sorry to say. Let's see what else people have been sending me. Siku asking, I once spoke to Mike Dornbrook in 2006 asking permission to put tabs up online of the hardest Guitar Hero songs before they were widely available. He was great about it. Were all the lawyers at Harmonix cool? Okay, so Mike Dornbrook is not a lawyer. He was our chief operating officer, if I remember correctly, and he was definitely involved in a lot of the legal wheelings and dealings of Harmonix, including various lawsuits involving Activision and what have you, but he was not one of our lawyers, specifically. The only lawyer I ever ran into was MTV. I think there may have been specific Harmonix lawyers, but the majority of the legal shit that went on while I was there was being handled by MTV's lawyers. And MTV's lawyer was this guy named Monty, who was, I don't know if I ever met him more than once, but I saw some of the emails he sent around, and he was an intense dude. I'll leave it at that. Kabubi clarifying, Izzy Maxwell did in fact co-found Death of the Cool. He was also in Father Octopus. Yes, there we go. All right then. Izzy, good people. CT saying, so how deep into this playlist do you tell us Dave Grohl did QA for a day and he's technically a Harmonix guy? No, sorry. Sorry. I regret to inform you there will be no Grohl toll played today. This is a name that is familiar to me. I'm not sure I ever worked with him. MBR2 in the chat asking, did you ever work with Buzz Burrows? He appeared in an episode of Demo Derby, and I saw that he worked at Harmonix for quite a long time. I think Buzz was gone by the time I got there. I remember hearing that name a few times, but I don't think I ever met him. And there's a few people on this list that are like that, that are that were there before I was, or what have you, or after. But yeah. I'll take one more here. Lil Nature Boy X asked, so all these harmonics dudes that guested on Giant Bomb podcasts, etc., were in the marketing PR department, right? I can't imagine what it must be like to handle the like the Beatles master tapes and shit without fucking them up, converting them into mixes and trackses. So here's what I can say with that. I would say more than likely the vast majority of people who appeared on the site from Harmonix worked in PR marketing. There are some exceptions. Alex Rogopoulos, who is no longer there, former co-founder of the studio, he's been on there. Helen McWilliams, who I believe is now their creative director, used to be a writer there. She's been on some of our stuff. Yes, Teasdale and Panzer, who both who now form No Goblin. They both work there. They've been on the site. So, you know, it's not all of that. That said, regarding the Beatles stuff, yeah, when it came to the Beatles Masters, here's what I will say, and I don't think I'm talking out of turn here because I think we've told this story maybe even on a live stream here. Those Masters were like the nuclear football. They were not ever sent to the studio digitally. There was someone that had to fly to England, pick up the master tapes recordings from Giles Martin, who was doing the mixing on his end, I believe, and then they would come back to the studio, literally in a briefcase. I don't remember if it was handcuffed or not. We joked about it being handcuffed a lot. Might have actually been. Not 100% sure. But there was definitely a courier that had to handle that shit. So, that was just some wild times. All right, actually, I'm going to take this last one. Heat Drive 88 asking, can I get a refresher on what eDrum kit and drum brain you're using right now? Is it an Elisa set? No. So, as I've said before, the drums here are part of a custom kit made by Giant Bomb user Dumo. Dustin Morabito is his name. So the pads and all these are custom made. The cymbals and the drum brain are the Ion drum rocker. The rack, all this stuff, like this is all just the Ion kit. And on that note, I would love it if someone in the chat could actually help me out with this. I am thinking about replacing these cymbals because this one is starting double hit a little too much. And I would like something that's a little more durable that I haven't been beating to shit for over a decade. So, if anyone knows like what good like Ion drum brain compatible cymbals are out there that I could use, I would love some suggestions. I've seen some stuff that's been referenced on like Reddit or whatever. I would really, really love to just replace these. I'm not necessarily looking to change out the drum brain yet, but it is time for me to replace these. They've taken a wild beating over the years, and I think it's just now time to put them down as backups in case other things break. So if anyone has any suggestions, feel free to @reply me in the chat or DM me on the site or on Twitter, wherever, and just let me know if you use anything that is good, because I would love to replace these finally. All right. All that said, I think now is the time we will return to the set, and it is time for the John Drake block, which is like 2 songs, but here we go.
Winter taking days,
Nights filled with longer hours. 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 demands a rising constant power. Darkness making days, nights filled with longer hours. Nights filled with longer hours.
Got a jacket, gorgeous winter from the summer's thread. All the lies you told about me, they were totally, totally, totally true. And thinking through the noise, you go back to bed with your tinker, tinker toys. Gotta think it through. Got a jacket, gorgeous winter from the summer's thread. All the lies you told about me, they were totally, totally, totally true. Thinking through the noise, you go back to bed with your tinker, tinker toys. Gotta think it through.
Drag it out, 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 drag it, drag it out, 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 drag it
I said the John Drake block, but if I'm being more accurate here, it's actually the John Drake, Matt Bach, and John Carter block, because all three of them are in both of these bands that I'm playing here. The main drag, which we have played before, and this next one, which is one of their side projects. By the way, I would just like to say, I finally gold starred one of your songs, Drake. Fuck you. I will not gold star this next one. Here we go.
so I tried my best to defend. Stop waiting, I won't believe again. Take some men and trust your hands again. Stop waiting, I won't believe again. Even when I close my eyes, it's like it's not dark, it's like sunrise. Oh, minutes split this set to stand with force. I will not try it, but my dreams tell me I've been fair. That's how I come down. No second guessing the meaning of it. That's how I come down. Take my back down if I can't escape. Stop waiting, I won't believe again. Stole my breath now despite my face. Cause I will not try it, but my dreams tell me I'm infinite. That's how I come down. No second guessing the meaning of it. That's how I come down. That's how I come down. A girl from Ipanema goes walking down the street the way that she's talking. Not sure. She's trying, hoping, ways that she's waiting. I'm not trying, I'm hesitating. I'm so far from sure. There's something lodged in the back of my mind today, and I think it might be alive. There's something lodged in the back of my mind today, and I think it might be alive. It'd be too easy, but I can't pretend. Stop waiting, I won't believe again. No contemplation when my arms extend. Stop waiting, I won't
Motherfucker. Like I said, I wasn't going to get the gold on that one, but Jesus. Why you gotta be so extra, John? Why you gotta do me like that? Alright, well that's enough John Drake nonsense. Now, it's time to move on to some Adam Cardoza nonsense.
It'll be just like taking candy from a baby.
Let's roll.
Folks who are fans of League of Heels, assuming that even still exists, will remember Adam Cardoza as someone who has worked very significantly behind the scenes on all those shows. Once he played a luchador, one of two luchadors that I yelled at during the segment. Adam's a good dude. And that's his band. Let's see. I don't remember what's next. I have to look at this thing to remind me what's next. Ah, yes. This band. I believe the harmonic staffer that was in this band is a guy named Aaron Demuth. Here we go. I missed one at the end. Ah! Whew. This, folks, will be the punk section of the playlist. As we got a few more here. I believe these next two are the projects of one Daniel Sussman, who, when I worked at Harmonix, was the guy in charge of making sure all the hardware happened in the game. And I think he went on to become project lead on other games, including this one, Rock Band 4. Here are a couple of his bands.
You've had it coming for so long, you break your back into no wrong.
But that's not all, folks. That's not the only Sussman representation. He has another band in this game that I think came around Rock Band 4. I don't know if he's still in this band or not. I have not talked to Daniel Sussman in quite some time. That said, here's another one of his bands. Daniel Sussman is the reason that I know how to say not good in Mandarin, because he would have to fly out to China periodically to make sure that the Rock Band hardware was coming off the lines in the factories. And so he, at some point, he learned the phrase "bu hao," which I was told could mean anything from not good to not fucking acceptable, depending on intonation. So that's a good one to have, just locked away in the old memory banks. This next one, if I remember correctly, and I think I do, is another one, another supergroup kind of thing. This band had, I believe, 4 guys who all worked at Harmonix at various times. Aaron Price, Caleb Wheeler, Daniel Chase, Phil Hunt. The band's called Giant Target.
But always in a row. Does that answer your question?
This is the punk section. Everything's a little fast. Gotta keep that tempo up. Especially if I'm ever going to get back into actual playing shape one of these days, because it's been a while since I played a show. And I miss it. I miss it. I will say, as I was rehearsing some of this stuff and I was trying to play through a Dream Genie and some of the other fast ones, as much as I have enjoyed doing these streams, as much as they have been helpful in as far as keeping my technique in practice, I am desperately out of shape. Like, just gasping, terrible out of shape. And I gotta fix that at some point, because right now, whew, the lung capacity is not where it needs to be. Anywho, we got one more of these punk songs, and then I'm gonna play a couple more, and then I'm gonna take another break, and then we're gonna play the rest of the set. How's that sound? All right, here we go. Shout out to Helen McWilliams and the members of Tiana Sweetheart, formerly known as Vagiant, before a different band named Vagiant came along and said, you can't be called that anymore. Which, honestly, what are the odds that there were two bands named Vagiant? It's wild. Wild shit. Tiana Sweetheart's not bad either. I think that's a pretty good name. All right. Two more, then I'm going to take another break. Here we go. go. Whew. Speaking of band name fuckery, this band used to be known as Artillery, and then they changed their name to Breaking Wheel, I assume because there was another band called Artillery. And then sometime after these guys broke up, another band called The Breaking Wheel founded. So finding information on this band is exceedingly stupidly difficult. But I'm pretty sure the harmonic staffer that was in that band was a guy by the name of Jeff Allen. Jeff Allen, I believe, also, unless, I mean, it's possible a different Jeff Allen worked at the studio at some point and then wrote this next song, or put it together, but I doubt that. But it's a common name, maybe not that common. Everyone wants me to taunt. All right, I taunted. There you go. I did it. I taunted. Anyway, one more, and we're going to take a little break. Here we go. Here's another one from Jeff Allen. Very different.
I can
See, now that's the electronic shit I like. Because as weird as it gets, as wild as those beats get, I feel like I know what I'm doing in that song, and I can make it work. So, yeah. Jeff Allen obviously made that song. Naoko Takamoto, who used to be a producer at Harmonix, is now at Double Fine, sang on that song. She was also in that band, That Handsome Devil, who are not on this playlist because I played them earlier in another set. But shout out to Naoko. Shout out to Naoko. She's cool as hell. With that, let's take one more break here, one more breather. Actually, I might take one more breather a little later before the next song, before the last song, rather. So with that, if you have any more questions you would like to fire at me in the chat, feel free to send them my way. Oh. Yes, Siku, Rob the President does slap. That is That Handsome Devil song. I don't remember what week I played it. I just know I played it. Oh. What else we got here? Dr. Faust asking, best drum solo ever, or just your favorite solo from any instrument? Ah, boy. I mean, as far as, like, to play in these games, the solo from Funk 49 by the James Gang is probably my personal favorite. I'm not really a solo guy. It doesn't mean I don't like drum solos, and I enjoy them when they happen, but I'm not one of those guys that, like, tracks them down and is like, oh, man, you need to hear this solo, because on this one he does this. Like, it's just not me. I don't do drum solos, really. So, I respect the art. It's just not much my thing. What else we got? Whew. Best pan flute solo. Fuck off. Mr. McCrinkledink asking, do you have any plans to return to Frostpunk at all? The last DLC for the game came out today. I like that game a lot. I have not played it in a while, and I'm going to be honest, in the current state of things, a game about misery in a climate emergency is not really what I'm looking for right now. That said, that game is great. So, by all means, go out, check out that DLC. I think right now, not right now. Not right now. Let's see what else. Silent Runner. Opinion on theremins. Great if you are trying to make something that sounds like cheesy 50s sci-fi, which I would hope most people would be, because I love that shit. Half the reason I liked the game Destroy All Humans was because it had an ungodly amount of theremin in it. Kane Highwind asking, thoughts on WWE's Thunderdome? I still barely understand what this is. So is it just a live area where they're getting a bunch of screens together and they're going to do the fake fans thing like the NBA has? Because that's a really shitty Thunderdome. Like, you can't just call a thing Thunderdome because it's a dome. Like, there's a whole thing with Thunderdome. There's an understanding of what a Thunderdome is. You can't just gentrify Thunderdome like that. It's not okay. I don't accept it. I do not accept WWE's Thunderdome. That's my opinion on it. Vinny Bush is asking, is this playlist just remembering some guys Harmonix edition? Kinda. Like I said, it's been like 10 years since I worked there. Sometimes it's good to reminisce. God. Yeah, I think it was, I realized the 10-year anniversary of Screen was this year. And that meant that it was also 10-year anniversary of me leaving Harmonix back in February or March. And that's it's a wild thing to think I'm a decade out from that job, because it still feels pretty close. Take one or two more here. Poop Stump. Gotta work on that name, man. What do you do with your left foot? Is there a second pedal there? It looks like a hi-hat. No, there's nothing there. I just tap my leg along to the tempo, because I normally do that when I play drums. Someday, I may set, if I ever change this drum brain out, because the Ion Drum Rocker and all the stock Rock Band hardware, all the kick pedal stuff is governed by a magnetic sensor, which Dustin Morabito was kind enough to attach to this kick pedal that I have here to emulate what the regular old kick pedals do. And that's fine, but you can't really do double pedal that way. It does, like, the signal noise gets weird, and it doesn't work very well. Like, every third-party solution I've seen that tried to do double kick pedal well never did it. So if I ever decide to replace this drum brain and use the MIDI adapter, This pad will actually, it has the electronics built in of a regular kick pedal pad. So it will resonate, it'll understand that I'm hitting it, and it won't need the magnetic sensor, if that makes any sense. It's a different method. It's the way the MIDI adapter works. It works the way a normal electronic drum kit would. And if I ever do that, I will probably set up a second pedal and do a double pedal, even though the songs aren't really charted for that. But I can't really do that very well with this situation. So that's why I don't use a second pedal. Also, all the kick pedal in this game is charted for 1 foot, with a few very weird exceptions. And that's fine. I feel like it's a little bit cheating to do double pedal on the game, because it's just not meant for that. It was Guitar Hero Metallica that had the thing where you could set it to single or double pedal, right? Like, that was like literally both were charted and you could just pick which one you wanted. I always liked that. I liked that you could do it. But, you know, most of the games are not set up for that. All right. Have you all implemented anything from all the latency test streams that happen? That's a sentence. Asks Bad Small Talker. Feels like you saw Poop Stump's question quick. This is not low latency as far as I know. I have not set this to our low latency nonsense. This is just the usual Twitch stream thing that we have. So Twitch is just doing a good job today. So good job, Twitch. Good job. Good job. All right. Let's get through the next 10, and then we'll evaluate where we're at. Does that sound like a plan? Sound like a good idea? Let's do it. This next band is another supergroup that includes Brian Gibson from Lightning Bolt and Jason Kendall, who was originally in the Amazing Royal Crowns, and they formed this band briefly called Megasus. This is Megasus from the album Megasus by the band Megasus.
Because of
Ow, my leg. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I actually have the Megasus LP hung up on my wall, along with some other records. For a band that put out one album, that was a damn good album. Oh. Jason Kendall, fun fact, is the guy I got my cat from. My cat Thelma. She wandered into his backyard like a month or two into my tenure in harmonics, and he had dogs, and he could not have a cat in the house. So he put her up for adoption on the internal harmonics board. He's like, hey, you don't want a cat? And I, within a month of living in Boston, was sorely missing having a pet. So I said I would take Thelma. And so after a little bit of feeling out time and her being very scared and hanging out under my bed a lot, Thelma and I established a bond. We are friends now. And she has been with me these past 12 years. I think she was a little under a year old when I got her, so she's probably close to 13 now. A very old cat, but it's still a very lively, very spry, very healthy cat. She's a good girl, though she always stays away when I'm drumming, with good reason. It's loud. She doesn't like it. Anywho, let's keep it going. Shout out to Anarchy, Keith Smith, a mainstay of the harmonics QA department back in the day, and just an all-around good guy. Oh, I think I played an Anarchy Club song some weeks back as well. There's 3 of them in the game. I picked that one. I decided not to pick the one with the Holocaust imagery in it because just not today. What do we got next? Ah!
Bar.
Bob, ladies and gentlemen, Honest Bob. The person I remember from Honest Bob was Dan Schmidt, but I believe, I think Alex's brother, Chris Regopoulos, was also in that band at one point. Plus a game designer by the name of Doug Church, who I don't believe ever actually worked at Harmonix, but is a mainstay of game design. Just never made his way to Harmonix, I don't think. I don't think. Anywho. What's next? Okay, here we go. I believe the member of that band that was worked at Harmonix was a man by the name of Amin Zarukian. Another incredibly kind person that I'm very grateful to have worked with. Amin eventually went on to form his own musical project, this next band, Spirit Kid.
Don't tell me things I already know. You wouldn't believe
tell when a song in this game is by a harmonics band because it's always mixed about 30 to 40% higher than everything else in the game. No shade, I get it. The audio guys want to make their own bands a little louder than everyone else. But nonetheless, just saying, we know. We know what you're doing. All right. Next one. Well, oh wait, no, it's not the next one. This next one again is a couple of guys that were not there anymore by the time I got there. I think they only worked there during the Guitar Hero era. I got a couple of guys by the name of Phil Boudreau and Johannes Racina. They started a band called Sheamus, moved to LA, and then they got some songs in these games. Here they go. This one's from the Guitar Hero. At the end. Oh, they're always tricking me. Why are musicians always trying to trick me? Needless. Ugh. Okay. So now this next band is the one I was going to launch into the diatribe about. So this next band is one of the ones that definitely formed out of the convenience of a whole bunch of musicians working in the same place. It's another supergroup that consisted of No Goblin's Dan Teasdale, former lead designer on the Beatles rock band and numerous other harmonics projects, Chris Foster, artist Kelly Scott, and producer Michael Verrett. And this song, well, see for yourself.
Let me be a conventional this room and get you something fine. That collector's dust to Cthulhu reminds me of how you blow my mind. Now let me take you dancing in my best awfully dress uniform. You'll wanna tap my man up once you've seen me perform. Let me be a conventional lover. Let me show you some conventional love. I don't mean to boast, I don't mean to brag, but I'm a man whose only issues often in my love acts. Let me be a conventional lover. Let me give you my conventional love. I'll give you my heart. I'll treat you nice. And the games that I play only have 20-sided dice. Uh-oh. Saving throw. And when we get to mating, I'll always treat you kind. I'll never bend you too far back or ever crease your spine. But there's one thing I won't promise. There's one thing I won't do. Can't leave you in the box, babe. This collector is coming through. Let me be a conventional lover. Let me show you some conventional love. I don't mean to boast, I don't mean to brag, but I'm a man whose only issues often in my own backs. Let me be a conventional lover. Let me give you my conventional love. I'll give you my heart. I'll treat you nice. And the games that I play only have 20-sided dice. Let me be your conventional lover. Let me give you my conventional love. I'll give you my heart. I'll treat you fine. And I'll make sweet love to you while we're watching these FaceTime.
Here's the thing, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, because there's lots of wonderful nerds that have made great music throughout the history of time. But I think maybe nerds don't need their own music that's like catered toward their interests. I don't think that's necessary. Personally, I don't think you don't have to do it. You don't have to make music for nerds. We have so much of pop culture now. It's all like, I heard like some fucking 808 bass, trying to figure out where that was coming from. I think it's from the other room. Anywho, just saying. Anyway, much love to everyone that was in Spec. Love all those people. Adore them. Dan Teasdale, love you, man. Chris Foster, love you. Mike Verrett, haven't seen you in forever. Kelly Scott, probably been 10, 11 years, but you're all great. Anywho. All right, these next two are songs that were very specifically made for Harmonix games. I think Recession was, too, the Jeff Allen song I played earlier. I think that was specifically for the Amplitude soundtrack, if I'm remembering correctly. But these next two were written specifically for these games. This next one is a supergroup of, I didn't actually see who was in this, but they wrote this song, I believe, for the rockumentary mode in Rock Band Rivals. So, here you go. This is some Harmonix devs doing hair metal. if you're just trying to do a decent impression of hair metal, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. It's not too bad at all. That said, if I'm being completely honest here, and I try to be as much as possible, I owned the rockumentary mode in this game for, I'm going to say, at least a couple of years before I ever actually played through it. It's not any disrespect meant, I just didn't care. And I feel kind of bad about that. Because the mode's not bad. The jokes are very, hey, remember behind the music, but it's, you know, it's a mode you can play. You can do it if you want. This next song is from a game I don't think I ever actually played. Anyone out there remember Super Beat Sports? Anyone? Anyone? Well, this song is from it, and it's pretty good. Song's ridiculous. Shout out to Steve Pardo and his brother John. Steve is the one of the Pardo brothers I knew less, but he was very nice. John Pardo, if you've been watching these streams, you may remember from the story I told about Yngwie Malmsteen when we were on the road at the National North American Music Manufacturers Association convention, and John went in for a photo, and then he touched the Yngwie, and one of his bodyguards very brusquely told him, "Do not touch the Yngwie." That was John Pardo, brother of Steve Pardo, who wrote that song. That's the connection. We're making connections here. That's what we're doing. So shout out to John Pardo, shout out to Steve Pardo. There might have been another Pardo, I don't remember. There were several Pardos, I think. Anywho, I think it's just those two. I don't remember. Anywho, all right. Let's do one more, then we're gonna take a quick breather before we attack the Nightmare at the very end of this playlist. Here we go. Shout out to Bryn Bennett, shout out to Bank Camaro. That song will always hold a very special place in my heart. because it was the end credits song for Rock Band 2, and it was the first time I ever saw my name in the credits for a video game. Now, it's possible that my name was in the credits for the AC/DC track pack. I don't remember, and I don't care. That's not the one I am counting. Rock Band 2 is the one that I am counting. And it was very, very gratifying to see my name there in the credits and my photo, because we all did like a photo booth thing. They rented a photo booth, brought it to the studio, and had us take a bunch of dumb photos, and then said, I don't know, pick the best 4. So there you go. Oh. Still warms my heart every time I see those credits. All right. So here's the thing. I'm going to do Dream Genie. I'm going to do it. It's going to suck. I want to emphasize this as much as humanly possible, because I am genuinely very bad at this song. And so I want to apologize in advance to the members of Lightning Bolt for butchering their beautiful song. And I want you to know that I have the utmost respect, especially for you, Brian Chippendale, who somehow manages to play this drum part and sing. You are light years ahead of where I will ever be musically. So with that, Kabubi asking, will you 4 or 5 star it? Absolutely not. This is probably going to be a 3-star song, if I had to guess. If I get 4, that's an accomplishment. I suck shit at this song. It's going to sound awful. So as long as you are all okay with that, I will play this song. We can watch it be garbage together. I just wanted to play it on my own terms. I didn't want it to come up randomly and be surprised by it. I wanted to make sure I put it somewhere, and I determined, yes, I today will play this song. I put tape around my sticks, because the last couple times I tried to practice this song, my sticks kept flying out of my hand because my palms were getting so sweaty. All right. Let me take one more swig of water here. I mean this sincerely. There will be entire sections of this song where I am just going to fuck it up entirely. So, be ready for that. Be ready. All right. Here we go. Dream Genie by Lightning Bolt. honestly, that's the best expert run I've ever had. I mean, I know the score bears that out, but just by a wide margin. The only reason I just barely ticked over the score there was because that was my score on the hard difficulty. Oh my lord. That is quite the song. I love Lightning Bolt. I adore them. I will never play like them. Never in my lifetime. Never in my lifetime! Well, as I catch my breath here, I think it is time for us to say goodbye for today. Honestly, thrilled with that performance. Thrilled. That is so much better than I normally get. Thank God I was practicing. Like, that song is 6.5 minutes long. That shit for 6.5 minutes. Whew. Sorry, I'm just going to toot my own horn here for a second because I'm very happy. My arms are noodles. Okay. Now that that is done, I am going to wrap things up here. Thank you again, as always, for joining me. As you may have noticed, we have changed the schedule slightly on the site. We are no longer doing, it's not that we're no longer doing lockdown, it's that we are no longer doing continuous streams all the time during lockdown. So what won't change is that I will still be doing these drum streams. I will still be doing truck streams. Maybe not every week, but I will still be trucking regularly. And I will still probably do some other solo stuff here and there. But we are going to try and get more premium shows going in. As you may have noticed, Clue Crew came back last week. It will not be on tomorrow because Abby is not with us this week. She'll be back next week. The Clue Crew is back. We were talking about some other stuff here and there. Mass Alex continues to roll along. Not this week because I was off on Tuesday and then Wednesday got away from us. But next week we will return to Mass Alex and we will be doing the Citadel DLC and then the ending. The vast majority of the messages I got said do that first. So that's what we're going to do. Other shows, TBD, coming in the future. More quick looks, very likely, as we have started to get our multi-man quick look set up in a better place. I was on the flight simulator one today, which should be up on the site soon if it isn't already. So keep an eye out for that. More quick looks, more shows, more other things. And there will still be solo streams. We will still be drumming. That is the important part. So there you go. It is now. The Flight Simulator Quick Look is up now, so catch that. It's a lot of fun. Some good stuff happens in that. All right. I'm going to now finally hit the button and say goodbye for tonight. We will see you next week on We Be Drummin'. Bye.